Hello and welcome, this is Melsgunner, and we're back with some more of the Total Conversion mod of Stellaris, Star Trek New Horizons. Having taken a look at things in between recording sessions, I did miss the ability to start the research project for the Enterprise. So there was an event in the last video that I recorded for the NX project, and I just forgot that that spawned in the research project, which takes 360 days to complete. So let's start that to get it done as quickly as possible. Thankfully, I didn't go too long not having researched this project, but I think it's pretty important we start that one. All right, let's go ahead and continue. The big thing I think I'm going to keep an eye on is just the Andorians and communicating with them. And as our relationship with them improves, continuing to get that improvement. Probably offer the migration treaty is going to be the next thing I try and do. But we're going to have increasing trust from the trade agreement we have, so hopefully that will blossom into a greater relationship. So let's continue here. All right. Oh, science ship needs a mission. So I think they just finished researching an anomaly. Now we did pop into this system, and there really there was not any habitable worlds, so I'm not sure if it would be that great of an idea to continue to survey it. But you know, it's the closest system, and we have to jump through it anyway, I think. So let's go ahead and just survey it. As I'm not sure how it looks like I didn't survey anything. So all right, there might be a lot of resources in that system though, because it seemed like there are a fair number of planets, so maybe a good chance that this is a resource rich area. All right, let's continue and speed things up because we have a little bit of time to wait for various things to happen. How are things happening or going on Earth? Okay. What about Mars? Okay. So we now have another ship added into the second fleet. Get rid of that message. Yeah, but I'm definitely looking forward. Oh, we have some SS Belly popping up because of our increased borders with the Andorians. So let's just get rid of all these messages. I don't need a reminder that I can go to war for various reasons. Let's go ahead and have the construction ship immediately start working on other projects. Wolf 359, the star is right nearby, and we need the energy credits, so might as well. And let's see, have we improved relationship with the Andorians? A little bit. Let's see if they do. Oh, okay, they will. It looks like they'll do a defensive pact and the migration treaty. We'll start off with the migration treaty and we'll go from there, as this can really boost trust. Okay. Continue. Okay, immediately accepted. Now, I also noticed that we had the defensive pact available, and it's going to be tricky. I don't know if a coalition will work because the Vulcans and the Andorians are rivals with each other, and I don't know if we'd ever be able to wrap these two into a coalition. But I do want to be on friendly relations with the Andorians. We already have a non-aggression treaty, so they're not likely going to declare war on me. We could go with the defensive pact and kind of play it so that the Vulcans and the Andorians don't really go to war with each other, because whoever they go to war with will be on the other side. So might be a good idea. It would lower our influence, though. So I'm not sure if it's the wisest move. Yeah, it looks like defensive pacts are 0.75, so we'd only have half a point per month of influence. And influence is fairly important for expanding our borders, because that's how we're going to be building more of these star bases so that we can continue to expand. So, I mean, I don't see anything out there right now that is something that we would really want to jump into, because I don't know about any habitable worlds at the moment, that is. I don't know. I don't think it could hurt, though. I mean, it would probably hurt our relationship with the Vulcans because we're allied to their rival, just as, you know, we're the same thing with the Andorians. So let's take a look at it. We don't have to do it right now. It will increase our trust quite a bit. Hinting. I think I'm going to do it. Maybe we'll get, you know, the Federation formed eventually. I don't know how well that works with nations or empires that are rivaling each other if they would be willing to join, but that's the way it was in the real Federation. There were members that were rivals of each other. Okay. All right. Oh, I meant to click that. Whoops. Well, I think they accepted, so we can double confirm that. So yeah, we are a defensive pact with them. So yeah, the Vulcans kind of not so happy with me because we are allied to their rival, but it's gonna, you know, balance each other out, especially as we're still building up trust with the Vulcans. So we'll be fine. It will take time, but the Andorians and the Vulcans should be fairly positive with me. Okay. So it's going to be still a bit more of a waiting game, waiting for the Enterprise to pop out, but I'm definitely looking forward to this finishing. Because I want to get that warp power. Ooh, okay. Got something going on here. Embassy bombing. United Earth Embassy on Vulcan has been the target of a successful terrorist attack. Several hundred human and Vulcan casualties have been reported. Domestic violence is almost unheard of on Vulcan, and no group has yet claimed responsibility. However, many in the Vulcan Bashar intelligence service believe the bombing to be the work of the Tyranite movement, and group dissatisfied with the, whatever that is, administration's foreign policy. So we can approve an investigation or allow Vulcan High Command to handle matters. I'm going to approve an investigation. We're probably going to end up sending this ship here to do it, because I'm guessing we have to go into Vulcan space to do it. Well, let's just improve, and then we'll see. I'm guessing it's going to start something here. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll get a pop-up here in a second, because I don't see anything yet. I did improve a investigation. Okay. Embassy bombing. The Vulcan High Command has formally approved Earth's request to dispatch a team of experts to investigate the recent embassy bombing on Vulcan. Okay, we do have a project now. Okay, so it is a time project. We have that much time to do it. Well, I have faith that the science ship will get done in time. Where do we need to go? Let's take a look at that. So, go to. Okay, it looks like we have to go to the Vulcan homeworld, which is down here. Okay. Well, it's going to be close because of how slow our ships are, but I think we'll be able to make it. I mean, that's quite a lot of time there. Yeah, I mean, that's a few years almost. Although this project is taking some time, so we'll see. But I don't want to drop it. Oh, the Andorians over here.
Construction complete.
Okay. Go ahead and have our construction ship continue its thing. So we'll go out this way and just kind of go to the next system over here, get the research station and the mining done. Okay, habitable world survey. Now know about it without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Earth. No, really? Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. This is a project that takes time to do, because if I remember correctly, it's like 8 habitable worlds that you have to survey, and they have to be habitable to your race, I believe. Or we could just get influence right this second. I'm going to go with a commendable initiative. We'll go for it. I mean, we're about exploration. That's what the United Earth is all about. So let's see if I'm correct on how many systems we have to explore. Habitable world survey. Yeah, so 8. And again, I think it's habitable worlds to us. So, like, for example, over in... was it Wolf 359? I mean, we already surveyed here, so it wouldn't count anyway, but these are non-habitable to us. I don't think these count. Like something like a Class F. So we'll have to see. if I'm right on that one, but I think I'm remembering that correctly. Well, in any case, let's continue here, and I'll keep an eye on our science ship here. It looks like it'll get done fairly soon. We'll go from there. Okay, not finding a whole lot in Wolf 424, so it may not be that valuable of a system after all. I'm curious what we're going to find in Sirius over here with this anomaly. Okay, we've got another Mars Initiative annual report. So far, most of this is reading about the same as I've read before. The main thing is that over 70% of the project has been completed. I'm going to continue to fund because we have the resources to do so. Okay, we've got Etic Monolith. Alpha 6 is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall sonotaphs, not sure if that's the right word, carved from the same material, some material not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monolith's flowing lines definitely chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. Surely. Alright, image them for the archives. Oh, that's a lot of engineering research. That's cool. Alright, immediately stop. Let's open up the situation log. We're going to go with the embassy bombing. We're going to... oh, actually, we have to send the ship first, don't we? Alright, let's just right-click here and research projects in this system. So it's going to take a number of jumps, but I think we'll get there in time. We've got 953 days to make it. Well, let's hope. We should be close to the edge, so that's good. All right, let's continue. I think this is our first timed event that we've had. Also, I think we had some resources pop up here, because I think I only saw 7 here before. Okay, construction ship. As we said, we're going to go over here. We do research or mining first? I guess it doesn't really matter. Just checking my research projects, seeing how they're doing. Alright, we found a little bit of resources here. It seems like stars almost always have something, though. Although that one didn't. Yeah, this is seeming to be a pretty barren place. But, the Andorians are keeping me company for this survey. Yeah, it's the second time we've been in the same system. Oh, the Enterprise has popped out. There we have it. Okay, so the Enterprise is now its own ship. Now, it is not a science ship, so we cannot send it somewhere that we haven't explored, so I can't do that. So it doesn't behave like a science ship. I also can't move it there. We could, in theory, come here because we have the Vulcan star chart, as I'll call it, because... actually curious, would we know if there's habitable worlds with the Enterprise? Probably would be a worthy thing to do. Now, there's not going to be anything there because there's no planets. Here might be worthwhile. I'm trying to think, you know, what would be closest. Let's go over to Epsilon over here, Eridani, and let's just experiment. Will we get any information on the system once we jump into it? The Enterprise, with its faster engine, should be getting there quickly. Yeah, we have Type 5 gravimetric manifold warp engine. So this is actually a level above the one that we're currently researching. So this thing should be relatively fast, comparatively speaking. Now, it also seems to have greater weapon potential than we currently have. As I see level 3 pulse phase cannons. And I don't know about the photonic torpedo. I mean, I'm fairly certain that that's greater than the weapon systems we have now. Oh yeah, that's a level 2. Okay. So, got a number of upgrade ship systems. Now we could play around with this ship and get it upgraded a little bit more, perhaps. But for now, it's got some pretty advanced tech, at least for us. Because it's a science ship, though, I'm not a science ship. I can't have it go and do the one project. Let's see it move in the inside system. Yeah, it does seem faster, for sure. I could compare that by having the other military fleet move next to it. But I just want to see, you know, what happens.
Construction complete.
Okay, construction, so that's over here, the research station, so we'll just have the construction ship over and do the mining base. Go. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on the Enterprise. Yeah, and it's more powerful than the 5 ships that we have here. How are we doing on our time scale? Okay, I think we'll get there in time, because we're here, then we jump over there. That's not too far away at this stage. But yeah, we might actually use the Enterprise for the exploration purposes that, I mean, it's supposed to have. If it can find us habitable worlds. It won't be able to survey, but I think that finding us habitable worlds in these already surveyed systems that the Vulcans have surveyed would be nice for us. So we won't have an idea of how good the resources are, but...
Research complete.
Alright, 2 researches popping out at the same time. So we've got this one. Let's pick its research here. So... Frontier Clinic. I tend to like this one, as it does get your population growth speed up, and I believe it does provide food as well. This is going to go down the medical branch, so that's good. I mean, I could be wrong about the Frontier Clinic. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's the Visitor Center was the one that produces food. Still, this would probably not be a bad idea on new colonies. We could go down this path, diplomacy or slavery, and considering that what we are, we'll probably go the diplomacy route. And Interstellar Academy. Well, you know, these are all good. What do we have bonuses for? We don't have bonuses for any of these. Oh, it's unfortunate. That's just the reality that we're in at the moment. I mean, honestly, as much as the Interstellar Academy is cool, what does this do? This tech allows you to choose between 2 fundamental ideological paths that will greatly impact the future prospect of your empire. Well, it may not grant you anything directly. Researching it will unlock the options to select one out of several branching options for future development, each with their own advantages and disadvantages. I feel like we should do this one, just because it goes down the path that I think we'd eventually want to get to. This would be good, but we don't have that many prospective colonies at the moment. Just the one that isn't going to be that great of a colony anyway. And then the university is going to be good because it gives us research potential. So that could be a good one, but I'm going to go with this one, just because it's not something I'm that familiar with. We might as well do this as well. Okay, so we could get the next level of torpedo, it looks like. We can get this research, which I think we've seen before, and the shuttle pod. You know, honestly, I think we have to go this route. So, light spatial torpedo and miniaturized spatial torpedo. Okay, interesting. I don't know how good these are, but it's maybe a certain path that we would want to go down. All right, let's continue. As a matter of fact, this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.